What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be discussing some of the coins I recently picked up, some recent sales, and how we're doing so far year to date, 45 days in. Again, my channel is a little different. Here we discuss, we go over coins that I receive, and then everything you see is always for sale. So it's not the Museum of Shai Sharin or look what I got, you can't get it. It's literally everything that you see in my videos is available to purchase on my eBay store if it is still there. And it's a safe and secure way of showing you guys what I get. It definitely helps me satisfy my actual hobby itself. It gets basically as many coins as possible in front of my eyes, and then I share it with you guys. So again, it's a little different. It's not, hey, look what I bought, you can't have it, or hey, look what I bought, I'm going to charge a ridiculous price, you can't have it, or you don't want it. It's simply a safe way to enjoy the hobby and definitely get as many of these bad boys in front of me as possible. This 1878S recently sold today. Beautiful coin. Very cool. A guy from Puerto Rico bought it. Just so you guys know, Puerto Rico is part of the United States, so when you do ship the coins through eBay shipping platform, it simply creates a first-class mail. And let me show you how I package stuff. So here's the envelope that I use. So I basically just tape the label onto it. Anytime a purchase is pretty big, or they mention they saw me on, or they saw my YouTube channel, I include a sticker. I write a little thank you note on the back of it. And then we have a nice big bag of buffalo nickels that, that we include with the coin itself. So, and again, it's a real dated coin, and then I basically place the buffalo nickel on the back and say thank you. But very, very beautiful coin. This gentleman picked up for, I think, 115 bucks. I don't know the exact amount, but love the 1878 San Francisco minted coins. Again, it's the first year of the Morgan. Yes, it does have the reverse of the 78, and so it has that concaved eagle breast, but love these coins. It's weird. So like when I first started getting back into the hobby about 2.5, 3 years ago, 1878 were not really that popular. So the Morgan, the non-San Francisco mint, so the regular Philadelphia mints, and the San Francisco mints were not that expensive either. And then like since then, they've just jumped up in popularity. And I believe strongly that the Morgans and peace dollars will significantly jump later this year with the release of the U.S. minted reverse proofs. So looking forward to that. And then another YouTube subscriber of mine, I think this is his third or fourth purchase, sending this one out today. He just bought it today, and beautiful coin. The guy has like a really good eye for coins themselves. So he always like picks out the nicest ones. So again, like the ones that I would actually be buying if I were not like doing this for reselling, like the ones I would buy and keep. This is a beautiful coin. So I'll get that out to him as well. I'm not going to show his shipping package because it's about the same. Oh, and I decided to start cutting. So when it's a nicer coin, I'm taking those eBay envelopes, the ones with the corrugation inside, cutting them in half, and they actually fit perfectly in the eBay flat, or the envelopes themselves. So it all gets in there for under around 4 ounces, which is great because 4 ounces is the magic number to get stuff out there. So anyways, let's flip to my computer screen. Just want to show you guys where I'm at so far, and then we'll go back to these coins. Most of these coins are already listed, so I'll have those in the description of the video if you want to purchase them. And then this section right here, along with this coin, I'll probably get this up. These are easy to get up. But these coins here, I actually might be taking those straight to the coin shop for a quick flip on that. So let's go to my computer screen and see where we're at so far. So here's just a graph that eBay provides you when you actually have a seller store, and it kind of shows you on where things are at. So these are my sales for the last 31 days. This was the day I announced I was getting rid of some older inventory, and you guys like knocked out of the park. Literally got sold off 10 coins within like 4 hours. And sorry, my Australian watchers or my international buyers, you guys were like, dude, I missed the sale because of the time that I announced it. But I appreciate you guys supporting the channel, picking that stuff up. You got a good deal too, so it was a win-win for everybody. But in the last 31 days, I'm up 38%. So this is a pretty good average, 83.11.71, considering that most of my sales are raw coins, not necessarily graded coins. So that's pretty strong, and I'm kind of finding that sweet spot. Again, if it's a deal, it's a deal, right? So, but typically, the coins I like to sell are above 65 bucks. That kind of, but not higher than like 200 bucks. That's kind of like the sweet spot for stuff. So if you could see just sales, and that is not every day you're going to have sales. So here is 1,000. You know, some days are better than others, and it's not all coins, but I would say at least 95% of it is coins themselves. And then here's today. Today is February 15th. Yesterday was pretty light, which I was expecting because it's Valentine's Day, but today, well, actually one coin sold late at night, and then another coin just sold recently. That was the one that's going to Puerto Rico. So anyway, sales are up so far. And then there's this other algorithm or this other data that eBay shares with you. And this is about listing consistently. So my listing impressions are up and page views are up. Sales conversion rate's a little down. That part like really doesn't matter. But here you always want to be consistent. You don't want to see red numbers, meaning that I'm doing my job and getting enough actual inventory up on a daily basis so that there's plenty to look at. So now we're going to jump over here. I didn't add those recent 2 sales into it yet, but wanted to show you so far year to date. So we go to our total revenue. And it's an Excel spreadsheet, so I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but it just totals it up. So far this year, for the first 45 days, that's 12,761. And that's not bad. That's about $283 a day in sales. And then if you're wondering like what eBay charges, we're going to go to the eBay fee. Again, do the same thing. We're going to summarize it. And it's $1,259. So about 10%. And then profit so far. Let's see. Profit so far is about $4,000 when I put in today's sales. So if you take $4,000 in profit divided by 45 days, it's about $88 a day in profit, which is not bad for a fun hobby itself. So let's get back to the light booth, and let me put my phone on a tripod so you guys don't get motion sickness. Stand by. Oh, and this is for the dude that always comments like, yeah, you better turn off your fan light because otherwise it's going to make reflections on the coin. So we're going to do that right now. It's off. All right, we're back in the light booth. And again, I appreciate you guys watching. So we're going to first start with this particular coin here. Pick this up, really good value. Got it below typically what I've seen on eBay for this coin. And it also is a nice looking coin too. So it is important when you're picking up slabbed coins. Yes, this is a label. Yes, it's PCGS, mint state 64, but really look at the coin itself. So I like it. It's beautiful on both sides. Very attractive looking coin. Priced out correctly. I think it'll sell pretty quickly. And then for those of you who like to add a little extra something, there is that CAC labeling. I believe if you sent this in to get CAC'd, I don't do that, nor does my local coin shop that's really big and does a ton of volume. They don't do it either, but it definitely would add value. So when I'm picking these slabs up, if I believe it meets the grade based on others that I've seen, I will put in the description that I think it'll meet actual cacking itself. So you never know until you get it actually listed, but I think that's a pretty strong candidate to get cacked. Here's a couple 1886 O's. Never really had a ton of these ever because they're really hard to find, especially in this quality. So I'll get these out. But I think these are good deals. So this coin's a little interesting. So the coins themselves that I've seen sell on eBay are probably around 375 bucks. Ooh, I just realized this has a spike neck. This is a VAM. I didn't even see it until now. See how if you look at a coin like 10 different times, you keep seeing it. So see that thing spiking out of the neck? That is a die break. And let's get a closer shot of that. As you can see, it's not a scrape from a staple. It looks like a spike neck. All right, well, now we're going to get the loop out because I'm really curious if that's a staple scrape or not. Sorry, guys, one sec. All right, we're getting down and dirty now, guys. I'm trying my best here. All right, let's put the loop all the way up against the camera. Yep, that's a die break. Now there's like a little scratch below it, but pretty sure that's a die break and a VAM. Let me look. So this is how we look it up. We just go to Google. It's a 1886-0 VAM. I should put Morgan. Morgan. So you guys get to, what's Amazon News? Well, that's new. All right, so we're looking for some kind of, there it is, curved spike. Wait, is this it? What is that? No. Die scratch, Eagles right wing. Double 6. Spike at wing, die scratch. What the heck? Oh man, maybe it's not a, I don't know. Well, let's get back to light blue. This is taking too long. Well, that's taking too long. So again, and I never put VAM in my description of raw coins because that's up to the coin grader itself. But I think this is a VAM. It didn't show up on the VAM world, but I might be searching for something different. But there's definitely like, there's weirdness going on. Like there's little die breaks, like the letters of the coin. There's definitely something going on. Let's see the reverse. Yeah. Well, if you stare at a Morgan long enough, you're going to notice like every little imperfection or die error. But I think that's a spike neck. I don't think that's a scratch. But anyways, it's a nice coin. It is very hard to find an 1886-0 and nicer grades for whatever reason. I think it has to do with all the melting of silver back in the day. So these are harder to find. And I feel that this coin that I have listed, I want to say for 185 bucks, I forgot, but it'll be in the description. This blows away anything that's currently listed on eBay if you're looking for a nice 1886 example. I know AU 50 graded coins start around 250, and then an AU 58, which is the higher AU, can sell upwards of like 375, 400 bucks. And then a mint states are, I think they jump to like 600-700 bucks. So anyways, beautiful example if you want to have a raw one. And then I have a little lower quality one. It's a little more worn. Definitely XF. Still has a lot of the original details. And I've got a really good price on this one too. It's a 115, which I think is a nice value for a nice normal XF to AU coin. So this would probably be a lower graded AU. So that AU 50-ish or higher XF if you got it graded. So for 115, I think it's one of the nicer coins listed on eBay right now. And again, not everyone looks for an 1886-0, and it's weird because like if you don't exclusively collect Morgans, you're like, dude, what's the difference? But tons of 1885 O's out there look beautiful. Very, very few 1886 O's that are halfway decent that's out there. And then we've got interesting side by side. So this is your classic 1887. Both are the same exact year Morgans. I have them both listed in my store. This one I've got listed a little bit less than this one, and it's obviously why, because one is nicer looking than the others. Some guys like that original toning, or maybe it looks like somebody stepped on this coin with their boot back in the day. Guys, got to remember when these things were minted, they were literally just in piles. They would take shovels and just shovel them into bags, and sometimes those guys working in those not so clean facilities would step on the coins. The reverse actually in this one is a little bit nicer. That has a little bit of toning, but all in all, I strongly believe that this coin would cack if you sent it in to get cacked, because it is a gorgeous example of a mint state 63, and it's got that frostiness, very nice. A little bit of toning up here, but very nice clear fields. So this one's a really nice one. And then this one's like, I think I got listed for like 10 bucks or 15 bucks less. If you notice the design on the holder, this is a newer holder. This is the older school version of it. And there's the different holograms in the back. But both really nice pickups. Would like to get those sold today if you can. So I've got those listed in the description. And then I picked up some nice 1922, nice BU examples. I'm starting to run out of peace dollars again. So anytime I get decent ones, they tend to fly off the shelf pretty quick. I think it's because I take really nice pictures, and I actually have like really nice looking coins. This one tends to be a little sharper looking. This one right here, the A2, but the A1 has a little nicer obverse. So they're equally as nice. So these will be listed in my eBay shop. And again, the link will be provided in the description. But if you're looking for just a nice raw BU peace dollar without any distractions, but not paying for an ugly slab to get in the way, or if you want to add this to your album or send it away, get graded, these are nice, really nice BU coins. And again, I never really hear from anyone like after they send it, they get graded, because they probably don't want to tell the seller like, hey man, I got a mint state 65 or 66. Thanks, dude, made like 200 bucks on you. I never hear that, but I encourage people, if you want to do that grading game, get your nicest examples out there. That's also how you learn in this hobby as well. So, and then now to one of the main events here. So here's an interesting thing. So I was not in the market to buy this at all, and the seller at the time had an auction. I got a good price on it, and I think I got this like almost 8-9 months ago. But I thought it was a very cool coin design itself. Anytime you have a knight, jousting, and there's some dudes on a book here. I mean, that's Mark Twain, right? And there's like a frog jumping out of a pond. So, you have a writer's imagination. I think they did a nice job capturing that on the coin. But what makes this coin very, very special is that you could only purchase it at the time if you were at the Long Beach Expo, which is the Long Beach coin convention, which I think is pretty big, probably one of the bigger ones around. And you actually had to be at the show in February of 2016, and then you had to immediately take the coin to PCGS at the show to get this designation and this label on it. So I forgot what the population count is. I want to say it's under 156 total that got a mint state 70 at the show that day, out of like the thousands that were submitted. So that makes this coin very unique. And I think mint state 70s itself, there's only like 450 total in existence. So this is one of those coins where it's really, really cool, especially if you like to go to coin shows, and you're never really going to see this for sale on eBay. I've got a really good price on this. The list value, when you type the code here in PCGS, is $250. I believe I've got this listed at 200 bucks. So if you like to collect this kind of stuff and you want something that is definitely going to hold its value, because you can't get this designation anymore. Plus the mint state 70 is pretty rare to begin with, even though the coin is not super popular, because obviously if that were the case, this would be up thousands and thousands of dollars. But I think it's a really nice piece to have in your collection. And especially if you like to read, or if you're into Mark Twain, or if you like to go to coin shows, this is very cool itself. So this will be listed in the description. Highly recommended if you're looking for a nice pickup on a buy that's $50 under the PCGS guide, and just something you'll never really see, nor will you really search for. So I wanted to point that out in this video. And then next we're going to go to some recent peace dollars that actually just came in the mail. It was yesterday, but instead of doing an unboxing video, I wanted to show these coins in the flesh. This one is weird. It's got like something going on at the bottom here, so I want to get this open and see what that's all about. Anytime you can get coin capsules from a reseller, so this was a pickup from, I was watching a YouTube channel, and they were having an actual auction where there's like 3 different resellers. I think this guy was located in New Jersey. So these are like the East Coast guys. They get a channel together, and then there's like 4 random dudes. But the guy's like camera was super blurry, but based on what he had, and he was also like showing another coin. He had like his $2,500 coin he was showing off. I'm like, this guy probably has pretty good taste. So I took the gamble and basically bought some of the stuff that he was showing. But yeah, dude, what is going on? What's up with this bottom? All right, let me get the other 24 out, and you can see side by side like what it's supposed to look like. Let's get this out of the capsule. All right, you see, like, is that a mint error? Is that what they call grease? Like, was there grease on the bottom of the die when this was struck? Or is that just really bad toning? I don't know, it's messed up, guys. I've never seen that before. So please, you older gentlemen, or you guys have been in this hobby much longer than me, what does this mean when the 1924 is like worn out on the bottom, but the rest of the dollar is like outstanding? Very, very strange. Let's see if we can get a closer look at that. Yeah, what is going on there? I've never seen that before. Let's see what it looks like under the loop. Yeah, that just looks like how it was struck. Dude, that is messed up. I've never seen that. Is that grease on a die back in the day? I don't know. I might bring this to my coin shop and ask them. I've never seen that before. So anyways, I'll bring that with me and see what they say. I'll try and look it up too. I don't do VAMs really at all with peace dollars. I know they do exist, but you know, is that something that's super rare that the seller just forgot to mention? Again, his camera was pretty blurry when they were selling stuff, so it is what it is. And then here's the other 1924. Really, really nice looking coin. And these capsules, guys, are like $1, $1.50, so I like them. Although I don't sell coins in capsules. I'm just weird. Like, I like to sell it in the flip. That way you get this. You can actually look at the coin raw right away. You don't have to worry about fiddling around with a capsule. I know most guys like have their own capsules and they have their own way of storing stuff. So I really don't like to mess it up. But he did have some nice Benjis. I think I picked these up for, I want to say $12.50. Anytime you get BU Benjis. I think it's full bell lines. I don't really know. I don't really collect Ben Franklin's, but I thought these were nice pickups for the price, plus the capsule itself. Like, I have no capsules for $50. So again, to me it was like, wow, I was getting these for $11.50 because the capsules themselves are worth about $1. This one's a little more worn. But yeah, you want to look at the lines of the bell. Even though it's not like the most accurate stamp, like the coin design itself is pretty faded. Let's look at this one. The full bell lines thing always kind of confuses me because there's obviously a big crack in there. So, nice looking coin. So anyways, those are my pickups, guys. I appreciate you guys watching and supporting the channel. Again, 45 days in, we're doing really well. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm getting as many Morgans, peace dollars, world coins, you name it, in my hands so I can learn and share with you guys. And again, if you want to make a purchase, just check out the description. There's other stuff listed in my store as well. So appreciate you guys watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.